So Rosary is something that has always been important in my family. And this was a prayer that was usually made by women. So I remember my great grandma, my grandma, my mom always praying the Rosary whenever we felt that we are in trouble, or whenever we felt that we need extra help or reassurance from God. And I think I feel exactly the same. But at the same time, I do pray Rosary on regular basis, regardless of whether I am in a good state or whether there is something going on in my life. I usually do it in the evenings, when I reflect on my day and what happened during the day, and how the gospel can help me discern what's going on, and also trying to make sense of what is happening in my life. And I think during lockdown, that was particularly important for me, to think, how do I make sense of what's going on? How can I find comfort and reassurance from God? What is really important for me is that the prayer is based on the story of Mary. So being a woman really helps me praying the Rosary to think, how do I see things, or how do I look up to Mary in terms of how she led her life? I think for me, the story of her being chosen by God and being visited by the angel who gave her this great news that she's going to be chosen to be the mother of God, not really knowing what it is, but accepting it. I think for me, that's one of the most beautiful stories. And that's what I quite often think about in my life, is what is the gift that I'm getting from God, and what do I say yes to? So I think that story of the Annunciation is something that I found really reassuring and kind of healing during lockdown, when things were going up and down, and I was just trying to make sense of what's going on, and how do I operate with it? How do I respond to what's going on in my life, and how do I make decisions based on trying to understand what's God's plan in it, and trusting there is a plan, there is God's providence, and having that assurance.